What's up guys, this is TM9, and today I am doing the server showcase for DragonBlock Divinity. The last one is a bit outdated and does not have proper information now, so I figure I'm going to do an updated one. The first thing I will go over is the spawn. The spawn has multiple elements to give players a bump in the server. The tutor node tells people about their quests, training, market, and donations. This message people is the Discord link. Here we have crates, but they can be accessed via warp crates. Shenron is over here. Yeah. Shenron, you can trade dragon blocks for stat boosts, or trade Kron coins our currency for human divine water, which is human custom form. This will give you the form, but will not. But this is not what's needed to power it. You need to have tons of these in your inventory to actually get the stat boosts. This is dragon blocks are a great way to get senzus. You need to use these kits when you start off. Kit starter and kit blame MJ. Bobbity will automatically make you evil and give you Majin when you right click him. This NPC has a custom aura. That's just a nice thing. You can sell your essence books right here when you outgrow them. This is a fixer, and here you can also trade Kron coins for XP tokens. XP powers custom forms. You can buy food here, and you can also trade for armor, other armor, and scouters. This is where you can buy Galacticraft books, and here is where you craft said essences. You will, in different points in the story mode, these papers will drop from the enemies, and you combine them with dragon blocks to get these books. And you will while getting a book, you will use /hat. With the book on your head, you will have the extra damage applied. You can also trade in said paper for Kron coins if you have spare ones. This is the custom form trader. These are for endgame forms, which likely at the end of the game you will know just by instinct how to use this. Once you kill the NPCs, they'll drop shards, and you can trade them for chunks. These chunks can be used to get these items. They will give you the most powerful custom forms. The banker is what trades you your Kron coins. Here you have block traders. These are wool, color blocks, glass blocks, and chisel and other custom blocks. This is /rules. These are important. We have different tiered rules, and you can have different punishments for each. We have a 3 strikes you're out. If you get banned 3 times, the third is a perm. I think it's the third is a perm ban. Okay. Onto the story mode. You get here by doing warp story mode. Story mode is the best way to get TP, but mostly when you are late game. Late story mode, mostly when you have hit 30 and onwards, gives a great amount of TP. Otherwise, training is your best option. We have up to 116, all the way through the entire sagas, fighting Jiren at the end. Now, onto the training. You get here by doing warp training. This is the best way to get access to TP, and was likely where you will be doing this for a great while. There are seven floors, and you speak to this you speak to this manager to remove the quest. You speak to the NPCs to get the quest, and then you kill them, and they'll automatically give you the quest. No, we will not add more floors. More floors means more lag from all these NPCs. They are spaced apart, so that way you cannot kill most of them by doing this, and then just spamming clicking them. And then basically, they also have they're also timed with their respawn, so you can't just, it's not effective to sit here with an auto clicker and just continuously kill them. Okay. Now I'm going to go on to the custom forms. This is Mystic Mastered, the first custom form. You can get here by doing Warp Mystic Mastered, and you will grind. You grind by killing Mystic Gohan here, and use the shards to trade for the form. You can just right-click that token, and it will give you the form. All custom forms can be accessed by pressing the / button. This will open this menu. This menu has all your form info. We are going to review the active forms right now. I'm going to select Mystic Mastered. Mystic, you can see all the stats of a form from the menu here. This shows all the stats of a form. Look at that at your own leisure. To power to a form, you hold right bracket. And at the top left, you can see how close you are to powering to it. Mystic Mastered is not that powerful on its own. It has the highest dodge rate, though, of all of the low game forms. And that means Kaioken Perfected and below. But if I give, I think it's DBC skill. If I have Mystic level 10, if I have Mystic, I am much more powerful. This gives us, I believe this gives 6 million damage boost in base. Or no, I guess actually but it's a lot more if you're max and you have this, since it adds that on. This cannot be stacked with Kaioken or others. But this has insane defense compared to all the others, and it has the best dodge compared to them. So while it may be weaker on the damage side, it is much better when it comes to the defense side and evasiveness. Now, if you want to deform, you press left bracket. Left bracket is how you escape your forms. XP is also drained to use your forms. And I need to pop out a Mystic. That needs to be fixed. Okay, on to the next form. This is Berserk. This is Warp Berserk, and while it is a Saiyan's only form, it is also relatively considered an active form, due to how it is used. You can farm Broly, and you will get a Berserker token, which you will right-click to get the form. Once farming Broly enough, you will acquire, within forms, racial forms, you can use Berserk Super Saiyan. When you start with, it multiplies based on what super form you have. If you have only super form 2, if you have, because I have God form, it maxes at, I need to change that message, but it maxes at Super Saiyan, Berserk Super Saiyan God. In reality. In reality, it maxes at Berserk Super Saiyan God. If you do not have Super Saiyan God, it will go to Berserk Super Saiyan 4. If you only have Super Saiyan 3, it will go to Berserk Super Saiyan 3, Berserk Super Saiyan 2, Berserk Super Saiyan, etc., etc. And as it stated, it maxes at, as it's stated in here, it maxes at 10 million damage. Right now, I will do 10 million damage from the form alone, plus the 8.6 million I'm doing right here. So I'm doing 18 million. On to the next form. This is Rage. You can get here by doing Warp Rage. Rage is an incredibly adaptable form and powerful one, and is used by a great deal of players in mid-game. You can turn in your Rage, this takes 2 Rage chunks, and you farm Goku Black. All races can use Rage. The stats are here, and it stacks with forms and Kaioken. It does not have legendary anymore. This is what it looks like without legendary. With legendary, I will have a green aura. With divine, what makes divine is what makes Super Saiyan Blue Super Saiyan Rose. If I have divine, the inner aura will be well, so I'm in turbo. And my normal aura is blue, so it's conflicting with it. But it's actually purple. You have to trust me on that. And it can be both at once. But personally, I prefer blue. So, that is Rage, and you can stack it with forms and Kaioken. It is incredibly adaptable and powerful, and is what most players use mid-game. On to the next form. This is Warp Hakai. This is for Hakai Incarnation, and it is the second to last mid-game / low game form. This is for basically the equivalent of God of Destruction form. But I didn't like the sound of that. You farm Hakai Topo here, and you will eventually get enough shards to power to Hakai Incarnation. And now you power up to it, as you normally would. And here it is. It has a custom aura, of course. And when you left click, yep, it does damage. Because why wouldn't it? You cannot combine forms with it, by the way. So now I can descend. Now, on to the last mid-game form. This is Warp Kaioken Perfected. This is for the final mid-game / low game form, Kaioken Perfected, and it can be stacked with normal forms. It is also insanely powerful, but it drains a great deal. By base, you farm Goku down here, and by base, it adds 16 million. Plus the Kaioken. Okay. On to the what could be considered it's hovering between mid-game and end-game. This is Super Saiyan 5. This is an optimal middle point between Ultra Instinct Omen and Kaioken Perfected. Here we are, Goku here, you can trade for the Super Saiyan 5 token. Once again, you just right-click that to get the form. If you kill enough Zycors here, you can trade for a racial form. Only Saiyans can use this. You can get Super Saiyan 5. Got the black aura. And now finally onto the Ultra Instinct forms. These are all acquirable at Warp UI. Most of the first the first two forms have a great deal of confusion around them. I am going to select Ultra Instinct Omen. I cannot power to this normally. I need to be damaged to near death to power to Ultra Instinct Omen or Ultra Instinct Mastered. When I have Omen selected, when I hit Jiren and he damages me to near death, I will automatically go into Ultra Instinct Omen. But if I have to quickly eat a Senzu anyways. This is an incredibly high dodge rate and a good defense. Also does a great amount of damage. A step up from Super Saiyan 5. This will be used to farm. You actually farm Jiren for Ultra Instinct Omen, believe it or not. And then once you get it, you use Ultra Instinct Omen or the Limit Breaker, which is the other form he drops, to farm MUI Goku here for Mastered Ultra Instinct. Now I'm gonna power down. See, if there's a timer on Ultra Instinct Omen and Mastered Ultra Instinct. The Ultra Instinct Omen lasts for about 2 minutes. About 3 minutes, maybe. And once that goes out, you have incredible negative side effects. Same with Master Ultra Instinct, but the side effects are worse and the timer is shorter. But with Master Ultra Instinct, the power is basically double. So, but there's also another catch with Mastered Ultra Instinct. If your XP is above 14,000 or above 5,000, let's do minus 8. If my XP is above 5,000, watch what happens. Oh. Oops. Let's try that again. Because, oh, goodness me. No thanks. Because my XP is above my XP is above 5,000 levels, I go into Ultra Instinct Omen first. But I will ascend automatically. But because I went UIO first, the duration for MUI will be even shorter. So now, let's see what happens. Okay, give me a second, now I automatically ascend. Here, in MUI's damage is incredibly high. And this is designed to take on... Okay, hold on. Bruh, it's okay. It's okay. This is designed to take on the guy currently dead here. Come on. Reset. It's designed to take on this guy. He drops shards, which are for Ultra Instinct Angelic, which, hold on. I can also manually power down from Ultra Instinct, Master Ultra Instinct, which is basically manual MUI that you can power on at will. This is basically MUI you can power on at will, with a bit more damage, but a lot more drain. See, I can power to it at will. Doesn't look much different. Okay, but now, with this, you farm, while fused with somebody, because this guy ain't easy to beat, you fuse with somebody and fight this thing. And once you beat that thing enough times, and I mean enough times, you have to be prestiged. Prestige 3, which I'll cover. At Prestige 3, you can there's a form trader in Warp Conton, which is the Prestige 3 area, that has discounted form prices. But also, you can trade for full divinity, which is our custom form, which is also the ultimate form. Look at those, just look at those stats. My full divinity is like twice the power though, because I can. See, this is full divinity by itself. It looks really cool, I know. But now, look what happens when I go into Turbo. That's incredible. I'm really proud of that one. I can't express how proud I am of this one I made. Anyways, now, I'm going to switch over to passive forms. You get here by doing Warp Cell Regen. This is the first or second passive form. It's about tied with God Key. You just need to defeat Cell here and Boo, and you can just turn it into Gohan, and you immediately get it. You can select it from forms, passive forms, and Cell Regen. They are always active. In the same way, this is always active because I have Prestige God Key on. The next form is Warp God Key. This is one of the favorite forms. You have to take down Goku and Vegeta, and then just straight up turn it in. That's it. That's literally it. And then, okay, this annoys me. Anyways, on to the next. Well, actually, no. I'll just explain. Prestige Key is when you prestige. You can prestige through doing the quests. I believe it's for prestige. You do quests here to do prestiging. Prestiging is when you get completely reset, but you get reset with special perks. You can do prestige trading, which is another warp, just warp prestige trading. And also you have I believe it is a 15% TP boost, and this multiplies with if you have a rank, or if there's a TP boost going on, an active TP boost. All of those multiply together. Also, you also just, I believe you also get a kit. Just basically you start over with extra perks, but it also resets everything, and it gives you the passive form prestige key. You can also donors will get their stats given back and everything, because I feel like it would be kind of scammy if I didn't. People will give their stats back or their forms back if they bought them. Also, if you prestige 2, which you have to be prestige 1 to even do that, then you will get prestige God Key, which is even better. And with that, that's the best as of right now. Now, let's learn about abilities. This is instant transmission. You can access abilities by going to the Abilities tab and selecting it. Abilities can always be used by tapping B and looking in with instant transmission. You look at the general direction of an NPC or any NPC, player, entity, anything, and tap B, of course, because that's your command. B, instant cooldown. With this, you farm Goku, and then you trade it, and then it shouldn't be a quest, it should be farming. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, you farm him, and you kill him, and then you turn it in, and you get instant transmission. You can just teleport by tapping B. This here is actually properly farming. You select it once again in the Abilities tab. And now you farm it, and then right-click that, and it will give you it. Krillin gives the least, Tien gives more, Cell gives the most. You tap B, everything in a radius is slowed and blinded. And I mean everything, but it takes a while to recharge. And it's annoying as hell for it to work for the people as well. And anyways, wow, I'm getting side spikes. Now, Time Cage is a bit bugged. So, I'm going to show you Final Atonement, which is one of my favorites. Now, let's go to Final Atonement. Okay, this is Final Atonement. You need Prestige 3. This is, you need just can't help with it. You farm Majin Buu here. Ow. Okay, I forgot I was in I was in game mode 0. And when you farm him, you trade it for this, and you just right click it, and it will give you Final Atonement. Final Atonement is overpowered, but it leaves you open. So you want to use it at like a tournament of power, go ahead, but it knocks you out of any forms and keeps you out of them. And it's a do or die thing. Depending on your willpower versus your dex, it could kill you. With max stats, you have a 90% chance to live. With around 50k willpower, you have around, I believe you have a like 40% chance to live. So you do not have great chances. And it's like max dex versus, you have to have really good willpower. But it's not something people level up. So I tap B. And I'm also stuck in place. I can't move. No. He's gonna die. This can take down Jiren, by the way. And Warp UI. But see, it also doesn't damage people in training, story mode, or spawn, and other like blacklisted worlds. And I can't move. I have to wait for it to be done. It'll tell me in chat when it's done. Okay. I know it's Final Explosion, but Final Atonement sounds so much cooler. I survived. Okay. Next. I believe that's all the abilities. Racial forms. It's easier to explain them. Forms. Come on. Racial forms. Okay. Arcosian full release. On the top of an Arcosian's bar, and to the right, there's the, you can, build up release, I believe, or whatever it's called. When you're in your, minimal forms below your base, and you're below 50%, it builds up power in those. This basically constantly puts it above 1, so that way you always get that 20% boost. But it also drains things. This gives you great regen as a Namekian, and really good regen at the cost of stamina. Human Divine Water gives humans really good defense, and is really good for them. Saiyan Zenkai, whenever you are damaged to near death, actually are killed, are basically killed, you regen straight to full health, and gain like, I believe it's 100 in stats, 100 in strength and dex, and the enemy gets knocked back. You perfected ultimate key. Yes, here it is. This is what it says it does. Also, Human Divine Water will give you every now and then it'll take away one of those bottles, and then add 20 to your will and dex. Now, what else? The music is bugged. Do not use it. What else should I mention? Fusion Raid is great. Oh, somebody killed. Well done. Somebody killed them. Well, that's no easy feat. That is no easy feat. Anyways, so I'm gonna power up and show you Fusion Raid. They're transforming NPCs, but See, you're not allowed to use custom forms here, which is what makes it so difficult. See, depending on who you kill first, they'll either become Gogeta or Vegito. If you kill Vegeta first, they'll become Gogeta. Yeah. Here's Gogeta. And now here's Super Saiyan Gogeta. Here's Super Saiyan God Gogeta. I mean, imagine trying to take this in just normal TBC forms. Here's Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Here's Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Gogeta. And yeah, these are the only NPCs in the entirety of Divinity that drop stat caps. Nothing else does. And it also drops angelic shards. So, I believe that's it for now. I go to Turbo, that's great. This is going to be one hell of a thing to edit. So, I think I'm going to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all later. TM Knight signing off.